Their aim is to go and provide the support to one significant dimension of the casualties of the modern era of war, and that is those suffering from operational stress injuries, or PTSD, of which I myself am injured, and I thought that this organization had the mission right.
Wounded Warriors Canada is an organization that is focused directly upon the ill and injured, specifically with PTSD. And why is that important? Well, it's across our society. It actually isn't just the military that has the lockdown on PTSD. It's across society. And I believe Wounded Warriors Canada, in what they are doing, is they're actually leading the way.
And my whole thing is we go out into the community, we take care of everybody, so who's taking care of us?
Wounded Warriors looks for innovative solutions, like introducing service dogs to those that are injured, so they have the warmth, they have a compassionate companion, they have a responsive entity that is alive and gives them a sense of being. Also doing an equine program, and looking at helping others who are wounded, such as those who face child soldiers and been affected that way, and how they can help them with their families. Without having NGOs like Wounded Warriors funding research, funding programs, without that, the government seems to be unable to fill those gaps. And guess what happens? People fall in the gaps, and people can, and we sometimes forget it, can die from this injury. This injury can be terminal.
Including the spouse in the therapy helps in the communication. So often the communication gets lost in the battle. It helps with the trust. It brings back the trust for the spouse with the veteran. If they didn't have those programs, those vital things get lost.
My wife and I both went to an event in Quebec that was hosted by Wounded Warriors Canada, which was our first trip. And for me, that trip was all about my wife meeting other spouses to get a better understanding of living with a person with an operational stress injury, whether it's depression or PTSD. It's a great experience, and I would tell anybody out there that if you're suffering from an OSI, to connect with Wounded Warriors Canada, because they have some great programs.
It's so helpful to people like us. It's really beneficial to the whole family. I think everyone should have a chance.
The fact that Wounded Warriors actually brought on or thought of first responders, I think is amazing. And the more, I think, partnerships that all police services, first responders can do, especially with mental health, it's just going to make an organization that much stronger.
The will of organizations like Wounded Warriors to go to the civilian population and to explain and to seek out from them the support that the soldiers and the sailors and air personnel and their families need in order to live decently as veterans in this country without having to fight again to be treated with respect. Wounded Warriors is giving them that respect. That's the critical element that never was there before, and that's why I support it.